Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Luna's plan to go amiss. 3 people get shot and bone. Does Ent survive? Bill is blocked from seeing Liam. Carter makes a pledge to Hope. Luna forced Ms. Dillon to get Steffi down to Hayes Art Academy. The pardoned internee was trying to force Steffi into letting her have a relationship with her father. Indeed, under constraint, Steffi would agree to it. 1 person is shot. That could conceivably be Steffi, but it also might be Sheila. After that, Luna's plan continues to go each wrong. Further people show up, which presumably includes Liam, Ridge, and indeed Taylor. As the situation spirals out of control, there are 2 further projectile victims. 3 projectile victims are transported to the sanitarium. Bridget, Lee, and Grace all jump into action. There are surgeries and it's stated that one of the cases won't survive. Carter to make an oath. The engaged suitor swears to Hope that he'll be the stylish stepdad he can be. Still, he hopes that Liam will stick around for a while longer. Liam sounds like people will eventually start to see that commodity is wrong with Liam. Could he be one of the projectile victims? Will Grace and Finn be forced to tell Lee and others about Liam's brain excrescence? Lee did make a bit of a fuss over Finn fading from the sanitarium recently. Suckers know it's because he's helping take care of Liam, but it's still a big secret. Bill tries to see his son, but is blocked. The man understands everyone being angry with him, but he'll have a hard time being banned from his own meat and blood. Poppy stuns Lee with a shocking statement. Be forced to make a life and death decision as she tries to save Steffi. Will Luna die as Sheila moves to cover Steffi for her crazed granddaughter? Sheila may love her granddaughter, but she also loves her son Finn. It seems that Sheila may be put in a position where she's forced to choose between Finn's woman and his son. Will Sheila be forced to kill Luna because there is no other way to stop her from killing Steffi? Luna is induced that Steffi is the only reason that Finn won't forgive her and be a parent to her. Unfortunately, there's no satisfying Luna of anything differently. Finn has constantly told her that she cannot be a part of his life before she nearly killed Steffi formerly ahead. Luna is still determined to get Steffi out of Finn's life and is poised to kill. What will Sheila do to save her? Luna came to Sheila to say goodbye. Luna's concession that she has one further thing to do before she left city upset Sheila. That's when Remy showed up at Il Giardino and told Sheila just how crazed Luna has come. Sheila decided it was a life or death situation, but she had advised Steffi. Taylor was too accepting of Sheila's hunt for Steffi until she eventually threw to her that Steffi was in real trouble. Sheila didn't realize the extent of the trouble until she saw Luna's fortune teller and put the together. Sheila eventually bolted out the door and rushed to the sand house to stop her. Steffi had no idea what she was walking into when she showed up for her meeting at the sand house. Luna got the drop on Steffi and is holding her at gunpoint when Sheila arrives and tries to talk Luna down before she hurts Steffi. As Steffi tries to reason with Luna, can Sheila manage to take control? Sheila isn't likely to kill Luna in cold blood. Sheila positions herself between Luna and Steffi in order to cover her from Luna. Will Sheila attack Luna and try to scuffle the gun down and shoot Luna in the process? Will Sheila be the idol that saves Steffi from her would-be homicide and eventually redeem herself from her history? Luna has her sights set on adversary Steffi. But we'd love to see her face Bill Spencer when he's in his Bill phase. He has a list of errors, most of which are worth noting. Of course, Bill is nothing like Luna. But they do partake analogous rates, indeed if they're not blood-related. Both of them will do anything to get what they want. Bill frequently obtruded in Liam's love life. He didn't like it when Liam and Hope were dating and would try to break them up. One time, Liam got drunk and smacked his head. He woke up in bed with Amber, who claimed she was pregnant. Bill tried to pay her off, but she didn't fall for it. Bill's errors got worse. He tried to get a bank to foreclose on Forrester Creations, burned down Spectre Fashions, and tossed Ridge out of a copter over the ocean. Bill covered Liam's fatal auto accident, which killed Vinny. he destroyed the substantiation. Indeed, though Bill's done some horrible effects, he's still not a villain like Luna. Luna has a short felonious history. She seems comfortable with it. She cured Tom drinkin' in trouble to kill him. She assumed that he was her natural father, which drove her frenetic. Luna wanted Bill to be her father. When Hollis set up her pack at Il Giardino, she went after him and killed him in an attempt to cover up the substantiation. Luna also abducted Steffi and left her in a pen. She planned for her to die from the obliteration that was taking place at her old apartment structure. But her hubby Finn saved the day and set her free. It's safe to say that Luna is a lot further unlawful than Bill. Still, he could use his plutocrat and power to get the government and authorities on his side. Katie's blood pressure is soaring. She's furious after learning her son will risk his life to trap Luna. Katie criticized Steffi for putting Will in peril, but should she be directing her wrathfulness at someone differently? Will passed a sting operation in expedience of enmeshing Luna. The plan took a dangerous turn when Luna discovered Will's line and pulled a gun on him. Luckily, Will managed to escape but latterly had to endure the wrath of his mama. When Will told Katie what happened with Luna, she was furious and rightfully so. Katie blasted her son for being foolish and risking his life for Steffi. Katie continued to rant that Will didn't owe Steffi anything and that Luna was Steffi's problem to deal with. Katie was upset about her son and thinking of the worst-case script. Since the thing was to get Luna to confess she's after Steffi, Katie naturally blames her for putting Will in peril. Steffi and Will wouldn't have to deal with Luna if it weren't for Bill. Luna was set to spend the rest of her life in captivity until a sympathetic Bill got her released. Luna snappily returned to her old habits upon gaining her freedom, putting Steffi, Will, and others in peril. Bill regrets his decision to get Luna released, but hasn't done much to amend the situation. Maybe if Katie tells him about Will's rearmost hassle with Luna, it'll spark Bill's need to cover his family. Taylor has no way looked more radiant, and Ridge has no way looked more sure. Yes, folks, the ring is back on her cutlet, not Brooke's, and for formerly, it looks like Taylor's getting the man she's loved for decades. He said farewell to fortune and hello to a fresh launch. And if there's one thing we know for sure, it's that no marriage ever ends with just cutlet and champagne. Taylor proposed. Ridge said yes. And now, the preamble to the coming grand I do has begun. But how long until it becomes oh no, you didn't? Brooke is a marriage host staying to be. She may have promised to move on, but how numerous times has she walked down only to come running back the alternate she smells chiffon and commitment. We wouldn't put it past her to intrude the form with one of her ignominious harangues about true love, fortune, and how Ridge belongs with her. It's virtually tradition at this point. But what if the twist doesn't come from the usual suspects? RJ might not be excited at the idea of Taylor playing stepmom again. He's been quiet recently and no around but do'n't sleep on the coming generation of Forrester drama. Or perhaps it'll be Hope, storming in to defend her mama's honor and deliver a last nanosecond plea for Ridge to wake up and choose the woman who's been his lift or die for 30 times. And let's not forget Eric. He's Ridge's moral compass, whether Ridge listens or not. Could he pull his son away, right before the promises, and prompt him to reevaluate this whole thing? After all, this is the same man who's seen Ridge and Brooke rise and fall a dozen times and ever always circle back. Or what if the stunner doesn't come from Brooke's camp at all? What if a surprise guest from Taylor's history crashes the party? A former honey, a long misplaced secret, or a reproach too hot for the aisle? Now that would shoot shockwaves through the form. This marriage wouldn't go off without a jaw-dropping interruption. Whether it's heartache, disclosure, or treason that brings the bash to a whistling halt, Taylor might have her dream dress, but will she get her dream ending?